today's episode, we'll be looking at beads and wire works, which are used to accessorize and add sparkles to an outfit, be it for a bridal look, casual dress, or even for a traditional wedding attire. It's no wonder in Nigeria today there are various classic designs out there in the market to suit individual tastes, ranging from plastic beads, coral beads, crystal beads, glass beads, and the likes. What matters most is the beautiful design and how it's adorned stylishly. Initially, there was so much craving for gold, even silver necklaces, but from 2016 till now, so many rocking beads accessories are in the market, as it's elegantly worn for different occasions, such as for weddings, even the guests, or ashwabi as it's called, even in religious places of worship, parties, and other social events. Styles are changing every moment. Lovely pictures displayed on Facebook and other social media platforms, for commercials, newspapers, magazines, ads too. It all depends on the creativity of the bead makers, as beads are also recognized internationally for exhibitions and even sales. We have 3-step and 5-step beads, which could be peach, orange, yellow, name it. It sure celebrates our wonderful Nigerian culture. Welcome to the program Smart Style Express. I am your host, Jennifer Aligbe. Smart Style Express for creativity and lovers of business. For those of you who want to learn 1 or 2 things about craft, how to make craft with your beads, also wire works, today's episode promises to be exciting because I have here with me a 400 level undergraduate of mass communication of University of Lagos. Yes, she'll be showing us 1 or 2 things about how to make wire works, accessories, and also 1 or 2 things about bead making. You don't want to miss today's exciting episode. It promises to be lovely. Stay tuned, we'll go on a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the program Smart Style Express. Like I said earlier on, I have here with me Eniola Oloyede. Yes, the creative brain behind House of Henny, that's H-E-N-Y. She'll be showing us 1 or 2 things, about how to make a wrist wire work, that's wrist work, wire work, and also some tips on how to fix your hook in case it just falls off. You're about to go for that occasion, and then the hook of one of your beads just falls off. 1 or 2 fast tips about how to fix it. Eniola, welcome to today's program.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
And like I can see here, you have beads and wire work. These are lovely. So which would you advise one to learn first? Is it metal, is it this wire works or beads work? Which one is faster?
I would advise you to learn beads first, because without learning beads, you cannot make wire works yet. Because wire works is an inclusion of beads and wires mixed together.
Okay, so you have to learn beads
work
first before you gravitate.
Yes, and then beads are also simpler to learn than wire works.
Okay, I have one of these on my hand. Like, how long, how fast and how long?
Oh, this one you can make it in 30 minutes.
Wow, these are beads.
Yes, these are crystal beads.
So how much do they cost if one wants to start this business?
Now, this business?
Yes.
Okay, for the bead business, if you want to start the bead business, you should have about, let's say, 6,000 naira. If you want to make something really elaborate. But if you just want something as simple as what is in your hand, it wouldn't cost you up to 1,000 naira to make it.
Like, I heard that your mom, was part of it when you were learning how to make beads, and your mom has already known it for a while. So you learned some from your mom, and then you learned some from your sister, that's the wire works. So would you say this fast-tracked your learning process, apart from you learning it yourself?
Oh, yes, it actually did, because I actually love things when they look classy and really nice. So seeing my mom do beads and my sister do wire works, I was really interested in it, and I was like, oh, we can do this. And then it really helped me with people around me doing stuff like this. It was really helpful.
This is quite fascinating. Yes. So how much, if you had to sell this now, how much, and how long did it take you to make this? This is lovely. What's the name of this design?
It doesn't exactly have a name.
Okay.
My mom actually came up with the idea for her birthday.
Oh.
So it took us a day to do this with the bangle in your hand. Okay. It took us a day to make it.
Wow.
Yes. And
what did your mommy do? Okay, yes.
She just arranged, okay, this is a straight line beads with balls in the end. So it's just for us to arrange the lines make sure they are not equal so that the balls will come out quite well. And then hold on and then fix it on the hook. We'll start putting it on the hook first, let it dangle down. Then over here we matted. Yes, it's quite expensive and stressful because of the amount of
So
beads
how many?
use.
If you were to sell this now, how much will it go for?
This will go for 8,000 naira.
Oh, that's okay. That's lovely.
Because the cost of production is about 6,000 naira.
Oh, 6,000 naira for the cost of production. That's just 2,000 naira profit.
Profit.
And do you see it like? Do you think it's okay? 2,000.
Yes.
Are you saying it because you are still taking some side from mommy's, pocket money and stuff?
No, not really. I just feel if you want people to really patronize you, you shouldn't break their heads.
Wow, that's lovely.
And for the fact that I do not have a shop yet, still in my house, so I don't have charges for extra this, that.
Okay,
That's
what
made it a little cheaper.
Wow,
Charges I have on top it would just be workmanship.
awesome. That's a gold hat you have there. So do you want to have a shop after this? Do you want to?
Yes, as soon as I'm done with school, I should be setting up my shop.
What do you want to? That's beadwork, wireworks, and
Beadwork, wireworks, the makeup studio, the gele studio.
for you.
Yes, all this for me. That is why it is called House of Any. It's not one stuff.
Wow.
A combination.
Okay, so are you looking at partnership, or it's just going to be you alone?
No, it's just going to be me alone.
Okay, just you alone.
Yes.
And looking at this now, you said you learned some yourself. Did you actually go to a school at any point in time, or learn online, or?
I learned some online, and there was this woman close to where my mom works. She actually does bead. So while I'm on holidays, I would follow her, drop there in the morning, pay for my services, learn it. When I'm done, go back home. And that was how I learned it. I never really went formally.
Okay, so that's persistence was also part of it. You're just very persistent.
Yes.
So that your sisters kind of supported you too, or what she do now? Does she still do this wireworks?
Yeah, she still does it, but because of school, she has to basically calm down. She just finished secondary school, so all this while she had to stop. So I had to continue for any order we have. I really want to make it instead of her.
Okay.
Even though she helps sometimes.
All right. Now, so if you were asked to choose a designer here in Nigeria, who you would like to work with? Like you said, you want to go for the makeup studio, you want to do the bead thingy and the rest. Who would you consider?
I would consider Lisa Falawiyo.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, I've actually seen her designs. It has been quite nice. I like the way she mixes her color and all, and then she has this new idea every year to bring out.
Okay. You can see like the colors you have here. You have a very good sense of, you mix things very well. And it's very, very creative. So, looking at this aspect now, have you gone for any exhibitions lately, or do you plan on attending?
Plan on attending an exhibition next year. I am still trying to process it to get a slot, but I have not gone for one before.
Okay, so none for now. You've not gone for.
Now.
Oh, that's awesome. But you have plans.
I have plans on going for exhibitions.
Okay, that's so sweet. All right, now thank you, Eniola. So
You're welcome.
go for a short break, but when we return, Eniola will be showing us how to fix a hook on a neck piece, and also she'll be showing us with metal work. That's a handband. It's gonna be lovely. Lovely design.
Yeah.
Don't you touch that? We'll be right back.
Now going on to the other end where I do not have any wire before, I will walk in this fishing line through it. I'll do it halfway. Yeah, I have 5 mouths. I'm going to fix it into 3. Now picking up this, the second side of the hook, I would fix it in, hold on to one mouth, and walk around it. And then when I do that, I would come back into this place and fix it the other way around from where this one is coming. So I am picking from this way. Try to make your fishing line long, because now I'm having issues pulling it because I didn't get the longer fishing line earlier. Then you tie it like you normally tie the same stuffs you do. Then cut one end of it. And then secure the other one down to the bottom like we did for this one. For the first one, fix it in. And then tie it right there, and then we'll cut it. We are bringing it down so that it will be secured in case it thinks it wants to cut. So before the thing can come out, it will have to pass through all these holes that we fixed them in. So your necklace is complete now. So looking at it like this, here it is. Okay, so we shall be trying to achieve this today. This is called an Oplets Christmas bracelet. It is very easy to make, although it looks complex. So I would want us to try it. I wouldn't want us to run away from it. So what we'll be needing for it now will be a memory wire, a size 2 sand bead, a size 6 crystal bead, a size 6 white pearl bead, and the pin head. And if you don't have a pin head, you can use size 90 wire. So starting, you will need a round nose plier, a cutter, and probably a flat nose plier, on which I don't have here. So when you want to start making this, you measure this on the hand first before cutting it, so you don't make it smaller or larger than what it is supposed to be. So this is the memory wire. It's usually thick, it folds by itself, so in case you want to buy it, it's not expensive at all. So putting it, you would size it on your hand, and then wherever it stops, bring it out. Then you use your cutter. You cannot use the scissors for wire work. Your scissors is going to spoil. I think it's going to break itself. So you'll cut it there. This is one. You use the same one to measure it again, or you can still put it on your hand to remeasure it, so as to make it faster. So this is it again. So next, you will pick up your round nose plier. You pick one end, just one end. Pick it towards the tip and the mouth like this, so it wouldn't be big. You roll it in. It's quite a strong wire. That's why it keeps folding like this. So you have to be careful when you're bending it not to injure yourself. You will do the same for this one too. You hold it up here, then bend it. So this is what we'll be having, this type of mount. So after that, we will pick up the head pin. Do not forget head pin, size 2 sand bead, size 6 crystal bead, size 6 pearl bead. We will pick up 3 sand beads into the head pin. There's 1, 2, 3, and then you put 1 crystal bead in it. You cut it. Watch where you cut it so that you can always make this loop at the other end, and hold it so it wouldn't fly away or fly into people's faces, because wireworks could be dangerous at times. Then you make a loop the same way we made it inside here. Just pick it and make a loop. We will do another one now. This part that we cut away, it is also very useful. You will make the same loop on the bottom, loop, and you pick up 3 sand beads like we did previously. That's 2, 3, and a crystal bead. So measure it and then cut it. Do not let it fly away so it don't injure people. And then fold it to get this. So after achieving all this, we've made all this now. So after achieving that, you would pick up the two memory wires that you cut and created a loop on. Where the loop passes, you will put it behind you, then split them into two, so you'll be able to gain access to it. Make sure they are not hugging each other because they like doing that thing at the end. So you pick up your size 6 pearl bead. Do not forget it's a size 6 pearl bead. You can use a bit bigger, but it wouldn't look so nice if it is bigger with a smaller crystal bead. So you put in 1 here, 1 here. Now it could be very, very tricky. Now I'm picking up one of these and I am putting into this one and then this one. After putting my pearl bead, I'm picking up another pearl bead again, putting one inside here and one inside here. Now the next bead I'm going to be putting, since I put the crystal bead facing this way, my next crystal bead is going to face this way. So we are going to continue on and on and on. The pearl bead. Pearl. These beads, you can get them in your local shops. Anywhere they make beads, just ask them if they have the beading instruments. You can get it. They are quite affordable. They are not too expensive for one to afford. Do not forget to watch the colors and then watch the sides. Any mistake could change it to something else entirely, what you were not expecting before. But every mistake is a new idea though, so I'm not against mistakes. I'm sorry. You can use other sizes of the other colors of the pearl bead in case you feel white is not good enough for you, or you just want to do some color mixture or color play. They do not teach you the steps or you do not see it, you will not know it. So this is it fitting into the hand. It looks really nice. I advise you go to the nearest bead shop and then try on. Do not forget you need a head pin, a memory wire, a crystal bead, and a pearl bead. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the program. I hope you guys learned one or two things about how to make wire work hand bead. I know right now you guys are already off the chart. You know how to make it now, and also how to make your hooks, your neck hooks. So even if it falls off, you can always fix it back. Thank you, Eniola.
You're welcome.
So it was really, really lovely having you here. And I'm sure House of Hen is going to do wonders.
Yes, so it is going to do. It's going to come out really big.
Now, 2 or 3 years from now, I know with this madam, you have gone high, and
I hope to move it higher.
So can you give one advice to those out there who want to start up a business like this, wire work, bead making?
I would say you should be consistent, 1, and then 2, you should keep updated. Check online, go to YouTube, open pictures of makeups. You will surely see them with beads and all. When you're passing by shops, anyone you do not understand, just pay them. They will teach you. That is just it. Because if you say you learn it today and you're persistent and you're doing the same old thing, you will go out of business. So what I would say is watch out for new stuffs, go online, ask people, and get new ideas.
I heard it all from Eniola Oloyede. Watch out for new stuffs. Don't just use that. Don't just use your internet to doing all manner of things. You use it creatively, productively, be persistent, learn things, learn new things, and then the sky is not just your limit, the sky is your starting point. Thank you. Remember, you can join the conversation here via our social media platforms, on our Facebook page, on our Twitter page, Instagram, and you could even send us an SMS on the phone number scrolling on your screen. Thank you for watching. Until we come your way again next time, I am your host, Jennifer Aligbe. It's bye-bye for now.